Welcome back, everyone. If you have been participating with me through this pre-recorded webinar, then you know that we're discussing equitable grading practices and how we might begin to offer learners better feedback. This portion of the webinar focuses on sharing audio and video feedback in some different ways. The first way that I'll invite you to do that is right inside of Blackboard Ultra. Some of you may not be aware of the fact that in addition to making annotations and sharing written feedback, you can also insert and edit audio and video recordings. When you open a student's work and their feedback settings, you just select an insert or select the insert and edit recording option in the feedback editor to begin. Select the camera icon in the window that appears after you do this, and make sure you enable your camera and select record. You'll watch as the tool counts down and make a video recording and audio recording of up to 5 minutes long. You can pause your recording, you can stop and resume it as you're recording your feedback. You can review it and save or discard it. You can start all over again if you want to as well. Once you've reviewed your recording, you can select save and exit if you're satisfied and want to share it with the student. And that recording is automatically inserted into the Blackboard feedback editor so students will see it. Improving the quality of the feedback that you offer to writers can also happen by adding some different modules to your Blackboard course. For instance, you could add a module that houses your rubrics, and in addition to that, examples of previous students' work, an anchor for each level on your rubric so that learners can see what you mean when you say 4, 3, 2, 1. You could also include explainer videos in your rubrics module that distinguish one level of work from another and that offer students strategies for how they might get from the lowest level on the rubric to the next level on the rubric, or from that level to the highest level on the rubric. A module like this enables students to self-assess and gather their own feedback on their work without you having to be the one to provide it on the spot. A critical friends module might accomplish the same thing as well, and it gives you the opportunity to coach students and how to provide better feedback to one another. If you have these slides, which are available on the ID website, the protocols, frames, and stems are all available by clicking that link. These are the ones that I tend to use and that I've shared with other instructors here at Damon. Feel free to use, adapt, and share them as you wish. A critical friends module then would arm learners with the tools that they need to provide better feedback to one another. Again, explainer videos that distinguish work from one level to another and strategies that bridge the distance would be useful here as well. You can even invite students to make and share some of their own. You could also include a formative findings module. If you're discovering things about student learning through your formative assessment process, you can put those findings into a module along with explainer videos that help learners attend to those findings and additional resources, just-in-time things for review and practice and intervention based on the things that you discover about learners as you're serving them. If you'd like to learn more about any of these things, please don't hesitate to schedule an appointment with Peter or Eric or myself. So much of the work of improving what we're doing with grading is dependent on our willingness to experiment with things that are not necessarily comfortable for us or a perfect fit just yet. These are just a handful of ways that you might begin pursuing equitable grading practices. They're not necessarily the only ways to do that. And we would love to brainstorm and problem solve and experiment with you. Thanks for hanging out with me. And if I can be of more service, just let me know. Thank you.